JBNN keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and to share the news with someone today. Now on to the news. Traffic diverted after trucks collided on PJ Patterson Highway. Traffic was diverted off the PJ Patterson Highway following the collision of two trucks near the toll gate exit in Clarendon this morning. The police said the collision resulted in the roadway being completely blocked with goods and building materials. The incident occurred on the westbound leg of the highway after the toll booth. Traffic was diverted through Clarendon Park into Horace, after which motorists could rejoin the highway. Alleged gang leader among three killed in alleged shootout with police in Hanover. 3 men were fatally shot in an alleged confrontation with police along Mosquito Cove Main Road in Hanover on Wednesday evening. The incident occurred around 5:35 p.m. when members of the fugitive apprehension team signaled at Outer Voxy to stop. Senior Superintendent Carlos Russell, Operations Officer for Area 1 Police, confirmed the incident and said investigations are ongoing.
And during a running gun battle, 3 of the gunmen were shot and injured. 2 firearms were retrieved from them. The 4th man escaped. The 3 injured men were taken to the Noel Holmes Hospital in Hanover, where they were pronounced dead. Clive Lawson is the leader of the Caton Defense Force gang based in the Mount Salem area of St. James and was a suspect in a recent invasion of Campbell Lane in St. James, in which 1 man was shot and killed and several houses fired on. The police in Area 1 will continue to target our wanted person and violence producers in this area, and we are letting all the criminals in these species know that we'll leave no stones unturned.
Constable Dyson crash involving JUTC bus. A tragic accident claimed the life of Constable David Hamilton of the St. Andrews Central Police Division in Greater Portmore on Wednesday night. The collision occurred shortly after 8 p.m. on Southeast 4th Street, where Constable Hamilton's black Nissan Sylphy reportedly collided with a Jamaican Urban Transit Company JUTC bus traveling in the opposite direction. The impact left Constable Hamilton's car extensively damaged. He was rushed to the hospital but was later pronounced dead. The police high commanders expressed deep sadness over the death of Constable Hamilton. An investigation is underway to determine the circumstances surrounding the incident. Cyclist dies after collision with parked truck in St. Anne. The St. Anne police are investigating the death of a cyclist, known only as Samson, who reportedly collided with a parked truck on Wednesday night. The incident occurred around 9:30 p.m. on the Battersea Main Road. According to police, Samson was riding a bicycle without lights when he struck an Isuzu truck parked along the roadway. He sustained fatal injuries from the impact. The Cave Valley police are conducting an investigation to determine the circumstances surrounding the incident. St. Andrew man slapped with multiple charges. 29-year-old Akeem Scott, labourer of Stony Hill, St. Andrew, has been charged with robbery with aggravation, simple larceny, unlawful wounding, being armed with an offensive weapon and resisting arrest, following an incident in the parish on Thursday, October 31. Reports from the Stony Hill police are that Scott entered a business establishment brandishing a knife and proceeded to rob the complainant of a Samsung cell phone valued at 25,000 Jamaican dollars. He later entered another establishment and forcefully removed an iPhone XR cell phone valued at $1,000 from another complainant's hand. The police were alerted, and on their arrival, Scott was brandishing a knife and a pair of scissors attacked the police, inflicting a wound to an officer's left middle finger and a damage in his clothing. Due to injuries sustained during the confrontation, Scott was assisted to the hospital for treatment and was later released. He was charged following an interview. His court date is being finalized. Manchester man facing multiple charges. Simple larceny and malicious destruction of property are the charges that were laid upon 48-year-old Gary Robinson, a labourer of Warwick District in Manchester, following an incident at a business place in Mandeville, Manchester on Monday, November 4. Reports from the Mandeville police are that at about 10:57 a.m., Robinson entered the business establishment where he was seen on camera footage, forcefully opening a gaming machine, damaging the machine valuing approximately 450,000 Jamaican dollars. He was also seen on the footage stealing cash, amounting to 139,400 Jamaican dollars. Robinson was later pointed out to the police. He was arrested and subsequently charged. His court date is being finalized. Westmoreland businessman charged with woman's murder. A businessman of Truro district in Frome, Westmoreland, has been charged with murder in relation to the chopping death of a woman from the same community. Charged is 42-year-old Dwayne Anglin, while the deceased has been identified as 29-year-old travel agent Sidney Martin. Police say Anglin and Martin reportedly had an altercation around 3:30 a.m. Sunday, November 3, during which the man allegedly used a machete to inflict wounds to Martin's head. Martin was taken to the hospital, where she succumbed to her injuries on Tuesday. Anglin surrendered himself to the police and was later charged. His court date is being arranged. Indicom probing police fatal shooting in Old Harbour. The Independent Commission of Investigations, Indicom, says it is investigating the shooting death of an unidentified man by the police on Tuesday. According to Indicom, the fatal shooting took place in the Claremont Heights housing scheme in Old Harbour, St. Catherine. Indicom says based on the police report, officers from the St. Catherine Specialized Operation Team were on surveillance when they observed a man exiting a vehicle with a gun. It's alleged the man pointed the gun in the direction of the officers, who fired in response. The vehicle reportedly sped away and was discovered on another road in the housing scheme with apparent bullet holes. Indicom says a Smith & Wesson pistol was reportedly recovered from the scene. It says no additional person has so far been reported as being injured. According to the commission, the police were not wearing body-worn cameras during the time of the shooting. Indicom says anyone with information should contact them at 876-968-8875 or the Old Harbour Police Station. JDF expanding search for missing fishermen. The Jamaica Defence Force JDF says its Maritime, Air and Cyber Command is conducting a search and rescue operation for 2 fishermen who have been missing at sea since Tuesday, October 29. The fishermen reportedly departed Middle Key in a blue and red vessel from Pedro Banks, destined for the Belmont area in Westmoreland when they ran out of fuel. The JDF was subsequently contacted to provide assistance and deployed both air and maritime assets in search of the fishermen between October 29 and Friday, November 1. It is understood that the search was later expanded to the south, southwestern and western parts of the island. The JDF also reportedly sought assistance from the Cayman Islands Coast Guard and the Joint Rescue Coordination Center, Port-au-Prince, Haiti, to locate the distressed vessel. However, so far, there has been no sign of the fishermen or the vessel. According to the JDF, it is now coordinating with regional partners in Belize, Honduras, and Guatemala and other seafarers in search of the men. The JDF remains committed to utilizing our operational capabilities to preserve lives and ensure the safety and security of all our citizens, it said in a media release issued Wednesday night. Chang maintains stance against widespread police use of body cameras. National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang says this strong defense against use of body-worn cameras during police operations to apprehend criminals is linked to the suggestion that the officers will engage in extrajudicial killings without the devices. They claim that those days are of the past. Dr. Chang maintains that the cameras have little value in homicide incidents and their primary benefit is the maintenance of public order. Since making the comment at Wednesday's post-cabinet media briefing, there have been some backlash from people on social media. Expert on national security and economic development at the University of the West Indies, Professor Anthony Clayton, again urged the Jamaica Constabulary Force to make the use of body-worn cameras as part of its standard operating procedure. Professor Clayton said the devices are particularly crucial in instances where the police are aware that they're going into a potentially volatile confrontation. Speaking in an interview on Thursday, Chang maintained his position.
I take a strong position because it's suggesting is that the police are going to do extrajudicial killing. That is behind us. And the reality is you're going to divert funding from one place to put it there. It's not the part that you make it. Today, cameras are everywhere. The argument is always to provide accountability when, in fact, no such force when one wants to drive it over and say you're protecting the police, which the police don't want to get equipment to protect them. It's a priority for policemen involved in that. So it's a part of the tool. It's just one part of the tool. And it is not the number one priority for the combat soldiers. That's what I'm saying.
Last Friday, the Independent Commission of Investigations, Indicom, repeated the call for the full implementation of body-worn cameras by the security forces while presenting its second quarterly report for 2024. Indicom said police-related fatalities have reached alarming levels, noting that of the 252 shooting incidents this year, none of them involved an activated body-worn camera. Dr. Chang is to meet with the leadership of the investigative body to have further discussions. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.